What Derek and I have been concentrating on today is staging fish. And what we're talking about fish staging. These fish are getting ready. They're in a stage of getting ready to spawn. So they're in a pre-spawn type area. And we look for these areas by going into the areas where they're going to actually spawn, like in these little pockets and coves. Those are great spawning type bakes, hard bottoms that they'll go in there and spawn. And these fish are just getting ready. We're about 7 or 8 or 10 days away from a full moon. In fact, I looked around a little bit earlier and I could see the moon. I don't know where it is right now, but it's about 3/4, so it's only about a week away until it'll be full. And these fish are starting to congregate. You want to look for these fish anywhere from about 8 to about 13 or 14 foot of water. They're usually around a creek channel where it makes a bend, and they'll pull up on those banks. When you can find them, many times you find lots and lots and lots of them. You can go around, look on your locator, see where you find a lot of bait fish. Down here where we're fishing in Lake Picachos in Mexico, we're looking for tilapia, but you can look on your locator where you find shad, fishing in all the lakes we find in the south. And when you find one of these type areas, two of the best baits to get them, one is a deep diving crankbait like this RC Freak that we're using right here, which will go really, really deep. This bait on 8 or 10 pound test line will go 16 to 22 feet. Now I've got it on 20 pound Grand Slam fluorocarbon coated, probably only getting about 14 feet out of that, but that's plenty deep enough because it gets all the way down to the bottom in the water that we're fishing. The other bait we're using is a Lucky Strike spinner bait, 3/4, ½ ounce, even using a full 1 ounce bait and slow rolling that bait down in that area. Remember, if you're trying to catch those female fish, they like big baits. So you want to use a big bait like a big crankbait or a large size spinner bait, put you a pretty good size trailer on it, because when they go up and go on the bed, they're actually not going to be feeding. So you look for these kind of areas if you find them, and they're not easy to find, but if you find them, once you find them, you're going to find lots of females, and it gets better every day until they move to that bank.